Hello everyone, welcome back to Power Quality Lecture Series. So we were discussing about the different power quality issues that is introduced by renewable energy resources or the power quality issues in a smart grid. So the centralized power generation systems are facing mm, mainly two constraints, that is the shortage of fossil fuel and the need to reduce the carbon emission. So long transmission lines are one of the main causes of electrical power losses. So therefore, emphasis has increased on distributed generation networks with the integration of renewable energy systems into the grid, which leads to the energy efficiency and the reduction in the emissions. So with the increase of renewable energy penetration to the grid, power quality of the medium to low voltage power transmission system is become major area of interest. If the integration of renewable energy systems to the grid takes place with the aid of power electronic converters, the main purpose of the power electronic converter is to integrate the DG to the grid in compliance with the power quality standards. These are the categories of PQ problems. Power frequency disturbances, which is a low frequency phenomena which causes voltage sag or swell. Then electromagnetic interference, which is high frequency phenomena which causes interaction between electric and magnetic field. Then power system transients, which is a fast and short duration event, produce distortions like notch and impulse. Power system harmonics, low frequency phenomena which produce waveform distortion. Then electrostatic discharge, current flow with the different potential which caused by the direct current or induced electrostatic field. Then power factor, low power factor causes equipment damage. These are the some of the power quality issues that we should consider, or we should taken care when there are large number of renewable energies are integrated into grid through power electronic type converters. Let us see what are the mainly we have two type of renewable energy systems, solar and solar photovoltaic systems and wind energy conversion system. That is nowadays mostly we are integrating into the grid. So though the output of PV panel depend on the solar intensity and cloud or the environmental effects, the PQ problems or power quality problems not only depend on the irradiation but also are based on the overall performance of the solar photovoltaic system, including PV modules, inverter, filters, and other controlling mechanisms. The short fluctuations of irradiance and cloud cover play an important role for low voltage distribution grids with high penetration of PV. Voltage swell may also occur when the heavy load is removed from the connection. Concerning DG, the voltage disturbance can cause the disconnection of inverters from the grid and therefore result in the loss of energy. Also, the long-term performance of grid-connected PV system shows a remarkable degradation of efficiency due to the variation of source and performance of the inverter. And the power electronic type converters, together with the operation of nonlinear appliances, inject harmonic to the grid. So in addition to the voltage fluctuation due to the irradiation, cloud cover or shading effects could make the PV system unstable in terms of grid connection. So these things will introduce the various kinds of power quality problems. Here you can see a behavior of a very sensitive inverter. The fast disconnection for a short and shallow voltage sag. A grid connected PV inverter is not able to control the reactive and harmonic current drawn from the nonlinear load. A multifunctional PV inverter for a grid connected system can be used for controlling the reactive and harmonic current. You can see some of the general structure of grid connected PV systems and multifunctional PV systems. Then wind energy conversion system. So various types of wind energy conversion systems are there. You can see in this figure. That is, you can use a induction generator or synchronous generator, or a permanent magnet synchronous generator, squirrel cage generator, wound rotor generator, PMSG. So there are a lot of type of generators can be associated with wind energy conversion systems. It is some of the diagrams are shown here. It's found that some generators are directly connected to the grid through a dedicated transformer, while others are incorporated with the power electronic converters. Whatever the connection configuration is used, each turbine itself has an effect on the power quality of the transmission system. So the impact of the this kind of power electronics converters will lead to voltage oscillations, which is more severe than the effect due to the lower. This is more severe in case of a voltage wind energy conversion systems. The voltage variations due to the variation with respect to the wind speed. And you can use various types of power quality conditioners as we use in our conventional power system. We can use various kind of power quality conditioners in the renewable energy based power system also. You can see that we already discussed about various power quality mitigation methods by using passive power filters and active power filters. So active power filter, we already had discussion about active power filter, which is having different configuration like a series, shunt, and hybrid structures. The same same thing, series active harmonic conditioner or a passive harmonic conditioner can be utilized in a renewable energy systems also. So a power conditioner or a line conditioner or power line conditioner is a device intended to improve the quality of power that is delivered to electrical load equipment. In a smart grid, the role of power quality conditioners are listed here. Deliver the voltage and current of the proper level and characteristics to enable the load equipment to function properly. Then ensure efficient power transfer between utility grid and microgrid. Isolate each microgrid and the utility grid from these respective noises and the disturbances. Then energy creation or production, that is convert the DC power generated by solar panel into AC in case of a solar system. So integration with the energy storage system also. So various kind of power quality conditions we can use with the renewable energy based system. That is some of them are distribution static compensator or DSTATCOM. This is exactly like that of a active shunt filter. But a current injection type active power filter is which is normally situated in the distribution line is known as distribution static compensator. This is a type of a fax devices which can use for reactive power compensation plus harmonic compensation. Then active power filters, shunt active power filters, series active power filters, hybrid active power filters. These are used for reactive power compensations and harmonic compensation. So we already had discussion about these kind of filters. The same thing we are using in a renewable energy based power system also. Then you can use a unified power quality conditioner. So this is unified power quality conditioner, or UPQC, is combination of series and shunt type active power filters. So this one is a representation of a D-Statcom. You can see a D-Statcom is basically a voltage source converter with a DC link, which is having a controller. Controller will generate the harmonic component required, harmonic extraction and reactive power extraction. So inverter will provide the necessary reactive power and harmonic power to the system. So this STATCOM is a custom power devices based on a voltage source converter shunt connected to the distribution network. The STATCOM is normally used to precisely regulate the system voltage, improve voltage profile, reduce voltage harmonics, and for load compensation. So this is basically a voltage source inverter with a DC link capacitor. We can use various types of controllers in order to derive the harmonic power required and reactive power required. Then the switches of the voltage source inverter is controlled in such a way that the inverter will inject the required harmonic power to the grid, so that the entire source will be free from the harmonics. So this similar thing is we explained in the last module in the active power filter section. Then active power filters, as we know that active power filter technology has varying configuration and control topologies as a full-fledged techniques for providing the compensation for reactive power, harmonics and neutral current in AC network. So it will provide the reactive power compensation, harmonic compensation and neutral current compensation. So active filters are also used as to terminate the voltage harmonics, to regulate the terminate voltage, to inhibit voltage flicker, and to advance voltage balance in a three-phase system. So active power filter can be of three types: shunt active power filter, series active power filter, and hybrid active power filter. These configurations we already explained in the another last module. You can see a configuration of active power filter. A shunt active power filter is nothing but sometimes it is known as a D-Statcom. It is simply a inverter with a DC link capacitor, and the inverter is associated with a controller. Controller will sense the load voltage and current. From that we will generate the required reference value of the compensating current, and the inverter is injecting the current to the grid. You can see the inverter will inject the output of the inverter is connected to the main grid. The inverter injects the current, which is exactly the current required for the harmonic requirement of the load. The current that is exactly required for the load. The load is a non-linear type of load. That type of load demands the both fundamental current and harmonic current. So that harmonic current is if there is no shunt active power filter, means that the harmonic current is provided by the source itself, so that the source current will become distorted. So in order to make the source current is free from the harmonics, and to make that particular current as a sinusoidal and in phase with the voltage, we are generating the harmonic current requirement of the load externally by using shunt active power filter. So the inverter will inject the harmonic current required. That particular harmonic current is deduced by the proper control algorithm of active power filter. So it compensates current harmonic by injecting the equivalent but opposite the harmonic compensating current. This is the basic configuration of a shunt active power filter. So series active power filter is compensate the current system distortion caused by the nonlinear load. The high impedance imposed by the series active power filters is created by generating the voltage of the same frequency as that of harmonic component that need to be eliminated. Here actually the inverter will inject the voltage, so we are mainly using series active power filter for compensating the voltage sag or swell. Also it is used for the compensating the voltage flicker. And hybrid active power filter which are used in the conventional grid and both conventional grid and smart grid is a combination of active power filter and passive power filter. One of the configuration you can see in here, a hybrid active power filter. So this one is a series active power filter that we discussed earlier, which will inject the voltage. This particular figure is the hybrid active power filters. Then unified power quality conditioner UPQC. That one is a combination. We are using a series active power filter plus a shunt active power filter. The combination of series active power filter, this particular series active power filter, and shunt active power filter. So there are, in a UPQC it will consist of two inverters. Inverter 1 is a part of a series active power filter, and inverter 2 is a part of shunt active power filter, both having the same controller. And this is used for mitigating the voltage sag, swell, reactive power compensation, harmonic compensation. Everything can be carried out by using a unified power quality conditioner. So UPQC combines the shunt active power filter with a series active power filter, which share the same DC link in order to compensate both voltage and current, so that the load voltage becomes sinusoidal and the nominal value, and the source current becomes sinusoidal and in phase with the source voltage. So UPQC can compensate both voltage related problems such as voltage harmonics, voltage sag or swell, voltage flicker, as well as the current related problems like reactive power compensation, power factor correction, current harmonics, and load unbalance, etc. So this is a combination of all you can mitigate all kind of power quality issues, almost all kind of power quality issues by using UPQC. So there is a significant increase in the interest for using UPQC in distributed generation associated with smart grid, because of the availability of high frequency switching devices and advanced fast computing devices like microcontroller and DSP based controllers at lower cost. So nowadays there are significant interest in UPQC.